So I'm going to hit record before you're ready. Okay, go ahead. And then do you want to do a slow fade out before we start talking?
It can't do that.
A slow fade out. What program is that again?
Stereo.
Oh, Serato?
Serato. I'm going to give you a little...
Is that how you're going to bleep out all my curse words?
Yeah. I'll just be like...
No curse words. This is my one episode where I don't want to edit it.
Well...
Kevin cursed a little bit, but it's not terrible. That's definitely one of the episodes I don't have to edit. I don't think I have to edit either of the airport ones, except that one part. But basically, if Jeremy's in any of them, I can't release them. But he's not here, so we can release this one.
Yay! Cats for days.
What? Cats for days?
This is how I'm going to make you edit out stuff. I'm going to talk about Flip.
Can we talk about your upcoming show on March 3rd?
What?
Your upcoming show on March 3rd. You're opening for a musical act named Ribbon at the Hub in Concrete.
This has not been approved, Mom. Not been approved of me.
I think you should do it. You have a really cool DJ. And if this is scary, that means you should do it. Right? That's how we live. Okay, stop doing all those sounds. This is like, back in the day, we used to listen to AM radio, or not AM, FM radio in the mornings, and there would be a morning show, and sometimes there would be like a DJ that has like all these sound effects, like zing, like all these funny ones that they would play to make their radio show really funny. You know, I was on
I'm sorry.
Do you know I was on a radio show once?
You were?
Yeah. You really didn't know that?
No.
It was called 99.3 The Fox, and I went over there to record promos for my friend Rob's student radio show. He had a radio show at Ryerson University in Toronto, and for Christmas I wanted to give him a really cool gift. So I had Larry and Willie from The Fox record promos for his show, and I thought they could just record them and email them to me, and they said, do you want to come on the show? So I went to Vancouver, took the ferry, went to Vancouver, and I hung out for like 3 hours. They gave me a CD at the end that was our whole 3 hours on the show, so I was talking in between songs, and then also all the promos. It was really cool because we somehow got on the topic of Auntie Kath and how she was pregnant, and I was going to have my first niece. And he said, what's your niece's name? And I said, oh, her name's Amelia. So it was really neat that I got to mention her on the air. Anyway, so that was my one and only time in a radio station.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know who else has been to a radio station?
Who?
DJ Dale.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Multiple times.
You know there's a radio station here in Mount Vernon. Did you know that?
No.
Remember we were talking to Cam's dad? He said he listens to the radio. I said, what? There's a radio station here? I think they're mostly country-ish, but Kate, stop doing the sound effects. Okay, so we won't talk about your show on March 3rd at the Hub. Do you want to talk about your presentation you're giving to the Burlington Rotary Club on March 17th? No. Just tell the millions of people listening, tell them what the subject's going to be of your talk.
Pickles.
How to
Publish a book.
How to publish a book on Amazon. I'm not sure if all the listeners are aware, but Olive is a twice published author. She has physical copies. I I don't know if we can count the coloring book as
We can.
technically yours because I did it.
You surprised
They're all your
me.
illustrations.
They're all my illustrations.
It was a collab. She's a 2.5 published
I'm 2.5 years old.
author. She also has physical copies for sale in 2 locations in the Valley. Tell the people we're there.
Ristretto
Coffee.
Coffee
They also sell wine and beer there too.
and Concrete. The Hub. Was it?
The Hub and Concrete.
The
yes.
Hub and Concrete.
And they'll probably be for sale. They'll probably be for sale at the liquor store at some point. And when the Knothole in Concrete opens next year, they'll probably be in there, I think. It's probably a better space for them than the bar.
Yeah.
But it is fun when people who are intoxicated read your book. They really, really like it. Also, there's no video for this podcast, but I'm wearing a pickle hoodie right now. So we have pickle merch, pickle stickers, pickle books, all of that stuff is on our website. Our link tree is Liz Rankin. I'll put the link in the description.
Isn't that only on YouTube or is it on Spotify as well? The description.
The link is also on our that YouTube channel we have.
Oh.
We also have a YouTube channel called Skagit Valley Read Alouds, and I think we're up to 115,000 views.
Yeah.
Something like that. Almost 400 subs. Yeah, our goal is to get to 1,000 subs.
You want to start these?
Sure. Do you want? I always do this one section in my episodes where I ask the guest, "Do you remember how we met?"
Oh. You birthed me.
How about this? I'll ask you questions and see if you know them about yourself. What city were you born in? Seattle? No, Bellevue.
What?
Was your first? Where was your first home? Where did you live first?
A condo. I don't know where, but I know.
Edmonds. You lived in a house with
I don't know my
20 other people.
20?
No, there wasn't 20. There was 2, 3, 4. I guess at that point, I think there were only 4 other people. Ashley was living in the dining room. Gabe and Alexis were in their own rooms. And then me and your dad were in one room with you. And then Aunt Kelsey and Addie were in one room. But then when she moved out, I think a tennis coach named AJ moved in, if I remember. But you were about 2 weeks old, and I thought, I can't do this. We have to move. So where was your second home?
Grammys.
No, Everett.
Everett.
We moved to Everett into our old condo. And then where was your third home?
Grammys.
Grammys in Snohomish, right by Glacier Peak. And then, so that was your third home. Where was your fourth home?
Skagit Island.
Nope. In Everett, we lived at Garrett and Shannon's house.
Oh, that's
Remember when you would wake up in the morning, what would you say? When you heard people walking around? You'd say, Geary?
I was too young.
It was so cute.
I was too young to know.
Geary? I think kids really love that. And then after that, that was your fourth home. Where was your fifth home?
Skagit Island.
Skagit Highlands. Yep, we bought a house in Mount Vernon. Moved counties. And then after the Skagit Highlands, where?
Here.
Here.
Yay!
Old farmhouse. And for most of your life, you've always had roommates. Except now. It's just me and Dad.
It's the best.
It's good. We should definitely have the boys on at some point, and we can talk about how much I yelled at them over the last 6 years.
Yeah.
But we're all happy that we've moved on. I'm excited for Alex's wedding. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna cry at your brother's wedding?
No.
Hey, what if they ask you to DJ their wedding? That would be awesome. Make sure you charge him a lot of money, though.
I'll charge them like $500.
I bet you DJs probably charge more than that, but
For the best.
For your first wedding.
For the best experience. Yeah, totally the best experience.
Okay, so those are, I'm trying to get those are the only questions. Do you remember? No, I guess that's it. Well, I just want to brag about you this whole episode. This is going to be a let's pump all its head full of hot air. Just kidding. Well, you published 2 books, yes, and you're 10 years old.
3.
Sorry, how old are you?
I'm 10 and a half.
I need to ask you.
10
No, but I need to ask
months.
you questions instead of just like saying you're right here.
I'm 10 and 8 months.
When you were 9, what do you feel like was your biggest accomplishment?
Oh, easy, half marathon.
You finished a half marathon?
Yeah.
Which one?
Bellingham Bay.
The Bellingham Bay. Do you remember our time?
3 hours and 9 minutes.
3 hours and 9 minutes. I think you should have won your age category, but your age category was 1 through 14.
Why do they even have one? A 1-year-old's not gonna run a half marathon.
Well, a lot of people probably don't think 9-year-olds can do a half marathon. So I think I had to get approval because I believe it said on the website that you couldn't do it if you were under 12. And I explained how you were awesome and how I was training with you and all that stuff.
I've done more than 13 miles in my training.
So you did
Like we
a
did
half marathon. What did you do before that for running?
I did a 10K.
Which one was that? We went to the corner after. I remember that.
The tulip run?
I think it was the tulip run, yeah.
Yeah, the tulip run.
You did pretty good on that one. And then before that, you did 3 5Ks.
5Ks.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
We did the one at Allen, the salmon one, salmon dash. You did the one in Mount Vernon. I think it was called Run Like a Girl. And then you did another one with Maggie.
Oh, yeah.
Girls in the Run. That one was really fun.
I wanted to do the color run.
Oh yeah, we gotta do a color run at some point. Yeah.
But I want it to be like a 5K.
Yeah.
Because like...
They have 5Ks.
Okay.
I think most of the color runs are probably 5Ks.
Yeah.
I think wasn't that your first 5K and Maggie's? No, that was your third, I think. Because we had joked and said between Maggie and Olive, they've run 4 5Ks. I'm pretty sure. Do you remember your first 5K and how mean I was? You do?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, tell the folks.
They were...
I have also had my share of 100-degree races. Strawberry Fields. There was a record weekend. Late June, the third weekend of June, I think it was 2021. I think so, I could be wrong.
My birthday.
Your birthday party was on the Sunday, yes, your whole family was coming, and I chose to run a 100-mile race right before it.
And 110.
6 hours away. Well, wasn't that the year when I was supposed to run Baker, that it got canceled due to weather?
Yeah.
And I lashed out and decided to sign up for something I was not qualified for. So I tried to run 100 miles at Strawberry Fields in southern Washington. And it was, at one point I believe it hit 107 degrees.
107.
So the fact that I didn't die, and I don't think I got heat stroke. Those 2 things, that's a win. However, I only did 6 loops, which was 36 miles.
Still.
And I got a 50K medal. So that was a huge fail.
That's a lot still.
I guess.
You did miss your Seattle run and just ran.
Oh, yeah, I was signed up for a 50K. What was it called? Oh, the Ghost of Seattle. Yeah, from Northwest Endurance Events, my favorite company to run for. I signed up for the Ghost of Seattle. We went to Everett so I could cut down on the morning commute, and I slept through my alarm. So when I woke up, I realized there's no way I was going to make it, so I decided to just run out the door. So I ran around Everett, Bothell, Mill Creek.
To Chick-fil-A.
I figured, you know what? No, I didn't do that.
You didn't go to Chick-fil-A?
No.
Oh, you went to Burger
I had a plan,
Oh, you
but
went to
then I
McDonald's.
realized I didn't want to worry about a map. Guess what? I'm probably going to run in 7.5 hours. I'll do 50K in 7.5 hours, so instead, I'll just run. So I literally just left and timed myself to come back after 7.5 hours. So I guess I don't even know if I did an official 50K, but
I made a medal. It was
I just looked at it the other day. You did make me a medal. I did listen to Taylor Swift's 3 a.m. album 6 times. Yeah, it was really, really fun. Actually, it was probably my favorite 5K I've ever done. I felt more trained than I ever have, even though I didn't train a ton for it. I think it's due to lots of the core work I've been doing, and it was so not stressful. Nobody was around me. There was almost, I mean, I guess I was timing myself, but yeah, I went slow. I just stopped at red lights and ate at McDonald's, and it was a nice day. It was cold, but it was sunny. It didn't rain on me at all, I don't think.
A crow tried to eat your phone.
A crow was stalking me. A crow was stalking me. My point is I've also run in 100-degree weather and even downpours and hail and all that. So, but I wasn't 5 years old. So, I appreciate you and how hard you work. I can't wait to see how your softball goes.
Yeah.
If you listen to your softball.
I'm gonna yeet that ball.
Does that mean you're gonna hit it?
Yeet. No, I'm gonna yeet.
What position do you think you'll like to play the most? Outfield?
Outfield.
Really?
Outfield.
Why? Are you scared about getting hit by the ball?
Yeah.
Just gonna get hit.
Plus I like catching high
You like catching fly balls?
balls. Fly balls, yeah.
Did you call them high balls?
Maybe.
Let's see. Have I bragged about you enough yet?
No. Yes.
I feel like there's something we're missing. English books,
the
ran.
pizza stuff that you ate yesterday or the other day.
The pizza stuff?
The pizza that we bought.
No, we're not telling that story.
Oh.
No, I mean things that you've done. Oh, you speak Spanish.
I've eaten a pickle.
You speak Spanish. Hello.
I've eaten a pickle.
Say something in Spanish that you can just rattle off that sounds impressive.
Oh, soy Dora.
Soy Dora? What does that mean?
Hi, I'm Dora.
Can you just say like a full sentence? Like I don't even care what it is. Just a full sentence like, can I sharpen my pencil please? Like something you would say in class to your teacher.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Say it like.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Does that mean where's the bathroom?
How did you know? Are you taking secretive Spanish classes?
I'm not. Remember when you started in kindergarten and I said, oh, I'm going to learn Spanish with you, and then I never did.
Yeah, you never did. Mom, that's the whole purpose of your tattoo.
My tattoo?
Your tattoo.
Which one?
No one cares about something you didn't do.
No one's interested in something you didn't do.
Same thing.
Well, I only said I was going to learn Spanish once, and then I never brought it up ever again. The whole point of that tattoo is, remember how I started my store, my TBT store, and I did my master's and everything? Remember that story?
Yeah.
Tell it. Okay. When we were at Thanksgiving at Grandpa's house, I was talking to Rachel, her cousin, and I said that, she said, what's new? And I said, oh, I'm gonna do my master's so I can move up the pay scale. And she said, oh, cool. I said, yeah, there's a program through WGU and it seems pretty good. I think I can get it done pretty quick. And she said, awesome. Literally 1 year later, we're at Thanksgiving at Grandpa's, and we're talking to Rachel. I was talking to Rachel and she asked about school. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do this program through WGU to get my master's, to up myself on the pay scale. And she said, oh, yeah, you said that last year. And I remember I just froze and I thought, what? I can't believe that I'm that person that literally with 1 year to the day, I said that I was going to do something and I hadn't even looked into it yet. I hadn't done anything. I might have emailed somebody, but I didn't start it yet. And I remember thinking, I don't want to be that person that just says they're going to do something, but they don't do it. So I got my master's pretty much, I signed up shortly after that and I got it in 6 months. And then when we went to, remember COVID? How we did digital learning, and you and I almost killed each other. When I was doing digital stuff for my students, I was buying stuff from Teacher Pay Teacher, and I thought, I could do this. Yes. And then I remember that moment when I talked to Rachel, and I thought, oh, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to say I could do this and then not do it. So I opened up my Teacher Pay Teacher store, which led to me getting that drawing tablet, which led to me drawing those silly coloring pages, which led to me making that A to Z book.
Is it around here somewhere?
I don't have video, it doesn't really matter.
Still.
It's necessary. And that coloring book led to, was it my Ultra book after that?
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk while you're gone.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll pause it. Hurry up. Oh yeah, and then after the A to Z book was the Ultra book, which I did to show Brittany how easy it is to do a book. And it doesn't matter if it's bad.
Yeah, but a lot of people are buying it.
Ironically, yes. A lot of people are. I need to add a whole bunch of new pages, though. There's quite a few jokes. I think because you and I are going to Tahoe 200 this summer, hopefully, and also, what's it called? Crazy Mountain 100. I think that after those two events, we'll have even more ultra running ideas. So I'm going to hold off updating the book until we get through this summer. And then after the ultra book, we started doing your pickle books. Yeah. And how did your pickle book start?
Wait, no. It was before your ultra book I started doing pickle books. It was Aunt Kathy that...
No, she gave it to you for your birthday in June. I did my book in spring.
Oh!
Because I spent one day over spring break. Literally, 8 hours. I started the book in the morning, I finished it at night, and I published it.
Just like the coloring book.
No, that was the coloring book.
No, the pickle coloring book.
Oh, the pickle coloring book was like an hour. But, so yeah, you got a book from Aunt Kathy.
It was a white, just like hardcover book that had a plain. And I'm like, the other day I ate a pickle. This gives me an idea. The pickle was born.
And where did you eat? Tell us the pickle story.
So, he hit his head.
No, I mean, how did you said you ate a pickle. Like, tell us about that.
Oh!
Why is that a big deal? People eat pickles every day.
So, everyone knows Jeremy. Of course.
Everyone what?
Everyone knows Jeremy.
Oh, knows Jeremy. Okay.
And his daughter, gave me a pickle because she loves cooking. And so I tried it. I was, terrified of pickles. Every single time someone, said pickle, I would, drop to the ground and be like, and, that's what happened when we were doing, conversation cards. All the neighbors, Addie was like, yeah, when anyone says pickle, Olive freaks out, and then all of a sudden everyone's just screaming pickle, and I'm on the ground, and I'm in my head crying literally. And so Gwen gave me the pickle, and I got a mass idea for the beautiful pickle that hit his head.
So we have these conversation cards that we're going to get into, and I remember when you pulled one once and it said, what was your biggest fear? And I think I said dying alone, and you said pickles. I was like, what?
I was watching a YouTuber the other day, and they said that their biggest fear is pickles too.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the books I got yesterday for our Read Aloud channel, the girl turns into a pickle. Also, that might be the same book. Another book, there's a girl named Olive. Oh, and then one of the other books I read, there was a dinosaur named Olive. You know what though? I didn't record it because I didn't upload it because it was not a very good book.
How dare you?
I think it was meant to be a song, and then it said that you could read the sheet music, but it's a library book, and so they taped the sheet music part shut. Anyway.
having conversation time?
Sure.
Okay.
We could do trivia questions too.
Let's do like 5.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna get the trivia questions. Me and Kevin did a trivia episode. It was really fun. I'll ask you about history.
Okay.
It's good.
Who have you learned the most from so far?
Who have I learned the most from? That's hard. I guess it would determine like what, or I would think about what area of my life.
Can I say mine while you're thinking?
Sure.
Pickle. He solves problems. He's very cute and chubby.
Yeah, that's hard. Who I've learned the most from. Actually, you know what's funny?
Derp.
Tom comes to mind.
Tom? Okay.
Yeah, I really like watching Tom tell stories, and also the way he coaches. I enjoy that. He's just a good human being. I hope he comes on this podcast one day. Yeah. All right, we'll do conversation and then trivia question.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like you should get this. What's the southernmost state capital? Actually, you're not going to get this.
I'm not going to get this.
Oh, wait, you might. What's the southernmost state capital among the 48, I can't pronounce this, contiguous states? So, you know how Hawaii isn't, like, physically part of the country, and Alaska's not? So the states that are, which is the southernmost state, or southernmost state capital? So it's not going to be Olympia, right? It's not going to be anywhere in New York. It's going to be somewhere down south. So think about the states that are very, very low.
Mexico?
Mexico's a country.
Oh, Ohio.
That's not in America. Ohio's in the middle of the country. Where did Dad just go?
Vegas.
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Do you know any cities in Texas or in Florida?
No.
I'll give you a hint. It's a city in Texas. We're actually going to go here one day. One of my favorite podcasters is opening up a comedy club there, and we've talked about going to it once he opens it.
Where Preston Place lives?
Who's that?
Preston Place.
Who's that?
The YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber?
Yeah.
Does he live in Austin, Texas?
I think so.
There we go. Austin. What does he play on YouTube?
Oh, Minecraft.
Minecraft? Yeah. We haven't even talked about your gaming channel.
It's very dead.
Hey, it's not dead.
It's dead.
Olive has a gaming channel called Olive the Gaming. OLIVETHEGAMING. She also has merch, which will be in the link in our bio.
Yeah.
Or the link in the description. I'm used to saying link in bio from Instagram.
Mama, look at it. It's beautiful. Look at this beautiful card. Okay.
Are you going to do another conversation card?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Ooh, that's easy.
Cancun.
You?
Yeah.
Oh. Mine is...
Oh wait, just outside of our house when it's sunny in the morning.
Talk a little bit louder, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Like in the driveway?
No, like in the backyard.
Oh, in the back. Yeah. Sunsets in the backyard are amazing.
Or sunrises.
That would be... Well, sunrise isn't in the backyard.
Shh.
But I know what you mean when the light comes up. That's why I'm saying we need to put an Airbnb in our pasture. Just a little tiny house. That would be so beautiful for guests. I'm torn. My first instinct is to say Golden Bay in New Zealand. I have this really amazing photo of this like yellow golden sand and green water. So pretty. And then the other one that sticks in my head is when Greg, Julie, Ben, and I tried to summit Mount Baker. We were sitting at camp because we hiked up and then we camped out for a few hours, and I think we ended up waking up at 1 a.m. to try to summit. We did end up summiting, but got about 1,000 feet short. But before I went to bed, I was sitting at the entrance of my tent, and I could just see everything. I actually saw Canada. It was beautiful, and some clouds were there, and you could see probably Vancouver Island, I'm guessing. It was really beautiful. I'll never forget that. So that, or New Zealand. Was I supposed to say you being born? Is that?
Yeah. The beautiful place was my heart.
When you were born, it was a C-section, an emergency C-section, and when they took you out of me, they brought you over to that bed and got you all cleaned up, wrapped you up, and your dad was holding you. And I remember, his voice was, cracking, he was so overcome with emotion, and when he brought you over to me, and I saw you, I blurted out, "I want another one."
And
he goes,
happened.
"What?" And I said, "I don't know why I just said that." It was really strange. It never happened. I didn't try very hard. Once you were out of diapers, it was I'm never doing that. not that it was that bad, but it's just so relieving once your child is potty trained. And then we realized too, we wanted to really give you everything. Spoil you, make you a terrible human being. No, we just wanted to give you all the opportunities, and we thought, I don't know if having more than one kid is gonna be good financially. We always talked about fostering, and maybe that's why we had the boys move in for 6 years. Maybe that was the...
7.
No, I think it was 6 years. I think it was 5 for Zach and 6 for Alex.
Zach's only 5 years old.
He's what?
Zach's only 5 years old.
Okay. Are you going to say your question?
What question? I finished.
Oh, that was okay, I got one ready. Now you might think I'm not going to know this, but really think about it, okay? What type of tests were umpires ordered to undergo in 1911? So think, an umpire, right? A baseball umpire. What kind of tests did they have to undergo?
Eye test.
Yeah, you got it. Nice. Do you know what else happened in 1911?
Oh, the Twin Towers. No.
What?
Or was that the day?
Oh, 9/11? Oh, no. 1911, the year 1911.
No.
The first Mount Baker
Summit.
Ultra.
Oh.
The first Mount Baker Ultra, the first big adventure race in North America. How many years did they do that Mount Baker Ultra?
4, 3.
Right. Why did they stop?
Because a dude fell in a ditch and almost died.
Did you say a ditch? I guess that's a basic word for crevasse. Sure. He fell in the crevasse, and he was there for, I want to say, 6 hours.
In a tank top
And this
shorts.
is no GPS. Nothing. Yeah, no fancy jackets or gear or anything. No snowshoes, no ropes. I believe they called the race because they were hemorrhaging money, and yes, people almost died. Correct. Who was the second place finisher in the first Mount Baker Ultra?
Harvey Haggard.
Harvey Haggard. Good job. Congratulations. Why did he come in second? What happened to him?
A cow broke out on the train and arfed right there, and the train flirted.
His train derailed, yes. And then also, I think his horse that he got bucked him off too. But, funny enough, the winner of the Mount Baker Ultra got, I think it was $100? But everybody felt bad for Harvey, so they passed a hat around, and he got $150. We've been recording for over half an hour. It's 9:30. Oh, we don't have to leave till 10:30.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Anyway.
my turn.
Okay.
If you could trade places with someone you know, would you do it? Who would you be and why? I want to feel old.
Honestly,
Flirt.
God, that's hard.
Pickle.
I really wouldn't. I mean, I guess it's temporary.
It says...
Is it temporary or permanent? It just says if you could trade places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's permanent, Mom. It's permanent!
I mean, it'd be cool to, switch bodies with, Roger Federer and like feel what it's like to be an amazing tennis player.
But you leave me.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that feeling of being in an arena, you know, everyone, like, watching you, like, that pressure, but also you're really, really good. So, you know, I'm a 3-time tennis champ, right?
I thought you were a 3-time pickleball champ.
No. No. Okay, go ahead.
I forgot what to say.
You want to hear about my tennis?
Yeah!
Tennis champion stories? So I played tennis I started playing when I was 12. My dad bought rackets for our family. We moved to a new house, and there was courts at the high school, and then they built a tennis wall as well. So my dad bought rackets for all of us, and we didn't play as a family necessarily, but me and Di played a lot, Auntie Di. But I really enjoyed just hitting against the wall. So I played against the wall for years on my own. And our balls weren't that great. They were kind of like losing air pressure. So I had to hit hard in order for it to come back. So I kind of learned how to hit hard because of that. When I was going to college, which we call university in Canada, I was going to Malaspina University College, which is now called Vancouver Island University. When I was going there, I saw this flyer for a tennis tournament, and I thought, oh, well, I've never played a match, but I'll play. Might be kind of fun. So I show up, and you had to circle your skill level, and I just put beginner, because I don't know, I've never played. So I signed up as a beginner, and I destroyed everybody. I destroyed them, and the coach, it was the instructor of the tennis class. She was the one that was putting the tournament on, and she said, you put down beginner. And I said, I've never played a match. Never. I was acing everybody. They were so mad at me. So the next year, I wrote pro on the form, and I circled it, which I think made them really mad. I also asked a friend to play doubles with me. So I won doubles, and I won singles.
But triple.
The next year I did it again. I think I had a different partner that year. I can't remember if we won doubles, but I remember though they hated me so much, like they were going for me every single time. And then I also won singles that year as well. So I was a 3-year, 3-peat champ for Vancouver Island University in 99, 2000, and 2001, or somewhere around then. I graduated in 2004. So.
Beautiful.
But that was fun because that tournament was my first exposure to the Westwood Tennis Club, which I didn't even know existed, and so I joined it after that. Sorry. So I'd play tennis on Friday nights at the Friday Night Social, and then I would go home and change, and then I would go out with my friends. I had a lot of energy in my early 20s. I guess I still have lots of energy now. As it's Saturday morning, and I'm going to work at a store. Even though I don't need to.
You have so much energy that you're a second grade teacher.
I am a second grade teacher, you're correct.
But
yes.
You're working somewhere else on the weekends.
Yes.
You're cheating on your second grade.
They don't mind. Okay.
I think they do.
I don't think I'll get any of these questions.
Put the card back.
Do you want to ask another question?
Yeah.
What was that question even? How did we even get on that topic?
I don't know.
Oh, I talked about... I don't even know. Go ahead.
This one's cut in half.
Oh, we talked about who would you replace yourself with? Or I would be Roger Federer. Yeah. And I just explained my love for tennis. Do you know that I also was the varsity coach for Burlington Edison?
Yeah.
Until literally our very first match was March 17th, 2020, and the world shut down. So I was no longer the varsity coach.
It exploded.
Okay, go ahead.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
That's what it said.
Honestly, not saying I'm gonna do something and not doing it. I hate that so much.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers. What late punk rocker did Debbie Gibson try to contact during a Halloween seance in 1988?
P-Dog.
Sid Vicious.
I don't know that.
I know, it's funny though. How many feet tall are most cattle at the shoulder?
It's cattle.
That question infuriates me because you've had cattle in your yard.
What's cattle?
It's a cow.
Oh, it's a cow. Mr. Chicken was about yay high. Yay.
I almost spit my coffee out. So yay high is not a unit of measurement.
It is now.
How many yay highs are you? One yay high. I said how many? Stop it. I said how many feet tall?
Let's see.
I'm just gonna take a picture of you.
About 6, 7. Yay high. About 6 or 7 yay high.
5. What football team won 4 of the first 5 Fiesta Bowls? I'm asking you a question because Fiesta is a Spanish word.
Blue Jays. You're home.
Arizona State.
Ooh.
What chef admitted she dips corn chips in peanut butter?
Mary Johnson. I don't know.
I love that you guessed with confidence. Julia Child.
Child.
Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
Hold on. Let's see. What is the nicest thing a friend has ever done for you?
Oh. When I did Strawberry Fields, I needed a crew / one person to help me, and Danielle came and helped me. And the other cool thing was she has never crewed anyone at an altar before, so Brittany was kind of like my my virtual crew. So she was texting Danielle things to say to me so I wouldn't quit. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and I was just thinking, Brittany does stuff all the time. She's awesome. I have a lot of really great friends. It's kind of hard to choose. How about you?
Makes you laugh so hard that you think you're gonna die.
Jessie?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, if it said something that your teacher ever gave to you, you could talk about your pickle card.
Oh, beautiful.
Olive's teacher made her an amazing she drew this freehand, this pickle card. It's so awesome. She put so much work into it, and she came to Olive's book signing too. Oh, we never talked about your book signing. Olive had a book signing at Ristretto Coffee Bar, and the cool thing is the paper showed up, and we were talking about the valley, and he did a little section on me about, and I talked about how much I love Skagit Valley and how I've been upriver lately, and I've been working in concrete, and he said, actually that's why I knew about this book signing. Our reporter up there had a flyer that talked about your book signing. And I said, no way, I know who you're talking about, because I had gone to a council meeting just for fun. That's what I do on Monday nights.
For fun.
I went to a council meeting just to harass Jeremy, and I gave a flyer to Annie to put up at Annie's Pizza, and the lady beside her said, can I have a flyer too? And that was the reporter from the Skagit Valley Herald, and that's how she found out about your book signing. Anyway, the book signing was super awesome, and your teacher came. Actually, a lot of Burlington staff came.
We got the janitor.
Sarah, yeah, head of custodial came. Frank came. Sarah, Danielle, Your 4th grade teacher came. Ben's family came. Tom and Mark came. That was awesome. Who else?
Jesse came.
Jesse came. A bunch of your friends came. John and Shar came, even though they didn't know we were there. Melissa's kids.
Yeah. Annie.
Oh, yeah, Tara and Annie came. That was so sweet. We got a lot of pictures. Stella came. Newborn Stella. Grammy came up. That was a really fun time. Yeah. Your second book signing was different. She had her second book signing at the liquor store in Concord.
And I was even there half the time.
You should tell the story about going to Red Apple with Gwen.
Okay, so
while you tell the story, I'm going to Google how far it is.
We had this mission to go get some buns from Red Apple.
For the hub.
Buns and what was it? Honey, and we got a dessert there too.
Basically supplies for the hub.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so Gwen's like, "You want to come with?" And I'm like, "It's my book signing, and it's way too sunny over there, so yeah." And my mom didn't even know we were going to Red Apple.
Okay, I just Googled it. It's 1.5 miles there. So Olive and Gwen took the e-bike 1.5 miles on, thankfully there's a trail.
We had to cross the highway one time. Yeah.
Just crossing freeways, and Olive had a bike helmet on.
And Gwen didn't. Gwen was wearing slippers.
Gwen was wearing slippers. So they took the e-bike to Red Apple, got supplies.
And I got...
And nothing happened on the way back.
A lot of sugar. Well, I thought we saw a homeless man, but he wasn't a homeless man. Just a dude fixing his bike.
So what else? Tell us about what else happened.
So we drove back.
Didn't she try to run away from you at one point?
Oh yeah, I got off to grab her slipper. And
her slipper fell off while she was driving?
Yeah. And so I picked it up for her, and then she just rode off without me. And I was like crying. I was like, ugh! And I was like running after her, and one time I gave her a slipper and I tried to get on and she left. I was like, Gwen!
Didn't you drop the food at one point?
I did drop the food, and then I had to get off, and then she kept doing that. So, yeah.
When you came back and I said, wait, why do you have a bag of food? Where did you guys go? And they said, Red Apple. I'm like, you drove to Red Apple on the e-bike?
And Lisa's like, better enough you didn't know.
Well, I love how at your book signing too, you, yes, went to Red Apple on the e-bike, but also, at one point, you were over at the hub playing pool for like 2 hours. This lady came over and said, oh, I came to buy the pickle. And I said, oh, that's awesome. And so I sold her the pickle, and she said, yeah, I want to get it signed by the author. And I thought, well, I'll just call someone at the hub and get them to send you over. And she said, no, the author said I should buy the book and then bring it back over and she'll sign it. I'm like, you're making your customers do extra work.
It's necessary. It's Anne Elizabeth.
How many books did you sell that day?
I sold like
4
or 5.
And I tried to give the stickers away, but I remember this really nice group of Canadians, they bought, I think, oh yeah, remember she bought the pickle and you signed it? She wanted you to sign it really with a really funny inscription, and then...
My bunnies turned to bacon.
Oh yeah. And then, yeah, she bought a bunch of stickers too. And one of them was wearing the beaver pin, our infamous beaver pin.
Beautiful.
In the store as well. That was really fun. So that was your second book signing.
And then
I don't think anyone actually no one could buy the sequel, though. Remember, we only had one copy?
They could.
They could have bought the one copy, but nobody did. They all bought the original. We should do another book signing at some point.
But with the mini pickle?
I want to do an Anacortes. I think that would be fun. Because Anacortes is part of Skagit Valley.
Anacortes.
We never go up there.
Okay.
We should do it with the pickle sequel, and the
coloring book.
Yes. Okay.
You ready? Wait, it's your turn.
Oh, is it?
It's your turn.
Oh, I think that was the one I just grabbed. Okay. Oh no, that was the one I just grabbed.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
Sorry. Wait, Mom! The same ones. Oh no, actually, Jeremy read this one last time. Who won 17 Triple Crown races after he lost on his first 250 mounts?
I don't know. Oh, Zach King. No, I don't know.
No, just kidding, you wouldn't know that. But you know what Triple Crowns reminds me of? The Triple Crown.
Yes, Triple Crown.
200s.
But
What are those?
They are the Bigfoot 200. I don't know the rest.
Lake Tahoe. Or Tahoe 200.
Tahoe.
And the one that John ran? Moab. 240. Yeah. So it's not a 200, it's a 238. I guess depending on the day. I really want to go to Moab one day. In, not this year, October, but next year. My buddy Joel's doing it, so I want to go and crew him. But Ryan goes out and helps out every year.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Remember I read one and he didn't know it.
That was only one. You usually give me like 10.
Okay. What four-letter word rivals arrivederci as the most popular Italian way to say goodbye?
Agnoso.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Mm-hmm.
King Chow.
Oh, you might know this. What horror writer had an unprecedented 3 #1 best-selling books in 1987? His first name is Stephen. I thought you'd know that. Stephen King. Never heard of him? Okay, go ahead. I'll look for a good one while you're doing that.
Okay. What is something you want to learn how to do and why? Oh, I want to learn.
You want to learn how to crochet, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have another answer?
I want to learn how to draw that original pickle with a better looking leg.
No, the leg's perfect.
No, they have two different.
I think they mean like a new skill, like crochet.
Violin.
Oh, yeah, you're on the violin. Yeah.
Okay.
I know a few chords in the guitar. I'd like to learn the guitar better. Maybe you do violin, I'll do guitar.
Yeah.
And it's recorded now. So we have to do it. Because I'm not someone who says they're going to do something and they don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to play while we're talking? I think it's very out of tune. I'm just warning you.
It's okay.
What does MI stand for in the spy business? Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Military intelligence.
Why is it so tight? Let go.
I think it's supposed to be. Oh, I thought it said upriver. What river did convicts go up the river to if their destination was Sing Sing? The Hudson. Oh, this. You might know this. What pro sports league chose Bud Ice as its official beer in 1995?
What state?
No, what pro sports league? Like the Major League Baseball or NFL or NBA.
Major League Baseball.
National Hockey League.
How would I know that?
What inhospitable Asian desert holds the world's richest deposit of dinosaur remains? I did not know this. Oh, I read a book on this to my kids. Remember the dog book? Where he finds a dog when he's running?
Oh, Benji? No.
He kind of looks like Benji. It's pouring out there. The Gobi Desert
I didn't know that.
by Dion Leonard. It's the book is called Finding Gobi. It's really good. Whose Indiana Museum has a report card that proves he could spell in the 5th grade? Whose Indiana Museum has a report card that proves he could spell in the 5th grade? What?
Indiana Jones.
Dan Quayle's? How I'm not very good at this. Do you want to do another conversation here?
Yeah.
We're almost at an hour, so let's stop at about an hour.
Okay. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? Easy. Disney World area, Florida.
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I guess I could go somewhere new, but I think I would like to go back to the Abel Tasman National Park in New Zealand. Do you know I'm going to have a New Zealand ultra runner on the podcast?
Another one that's going to sleep on our couch?
No. Should we tell that story?
Beautiful, yes.
Alright, so the Mount Baker Ultra last year, I always volunteer for it, and I just say, I'll do anything. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Well, the race director, Dan, said, hey, there's this Canadian coming. Could you maybe help him out a little bit? And I said, sure. And so what I did was, I thought he was coming from Vancouver. So I thought, yeah, he can just crash at our place, no big deal. He was coming from Quebec. So he flew from Quebec to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver to Seattle, and I drove to Seattle after work on a Friday and I picked him up. He does speak English, but his first language is French. So that was a little bit awkward. It was a lot of work on his part. I learned French in school because we had to, grades 4 through 11. I don't remember anything. I can conjugate verbs. But, so I remember when we were driving back, I was trying to make conversation and I said, oh, those are called the Chuckanuts. And he said, oh, I've heard of the Chuckanut 50K. Some of my friends have flown out here to do that. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't realize it was such a huge race. We can talk about Chuckanut 50K another time. The most important DNF in my record. Anyway, so Julian stayed on our couch Friday night. Saturday morning, we went out for a shakeout run, made breakfast, and then we went to the store. Were you in the car with me? Remember, Julian was in the car, and you were there. We had a friend, too.
Who was it?
What were we doing? I dropped Julian off at the store.
Was it Addie?
And we went somewhere. Did we go to a birthday party? I can't remember. Anyway, went to the store because he had a very specific way he was eating, so he needed like specific good food. And the food pavilion did not have all the food he needed, so he had to go to Hagen's. Anyway, the point is, we got to the race, it was awesome, and Julian won.
Yeah.
So it's a fact that whoever comes to the Mount Baker Ultra, signs up, and sleeps on my couch is guaranteed to win. Because it happened 100% of the time.
That's why John's sleeping on our couch.
So this Mount Baker Ultra, good, thank you Olive. This Mount Baker Ultra, the hub is sponsoring a runner named John Maxwell, aka Boxcar. I forget what we're calling him.
Why are we calling him that?
It's just a joke around town. Nothing to do with John. So John is going to sleep on my couch the night before the race. Because that will help him, give him the edge.
Nice.
And the funnest part, God, there's so many stories from the part. Anyway, so speaking of not using the weekend to rest, we have to go because I work at the liquor store today from 11 to 6.
Yeehaw.
And then after that, I'm going to go hang out with some friends at Rockport.
We have a parade to go to.
And you're going to work on some of your music in the liquor store.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm bringing my
computer. One of the fun haunted buildings in downtown Concord. Do you want to play a song as we exit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play my pretty.
This was fun, Olive. I hope we do it again. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing I bleeped out all the times you cursed. I'm just kidding. Was that the intro song? Alright, we're being played out by DJ Joe's. Please come to the Hub on March 3rd. She is going to have her first live show. How long do you think you'll have? 20 minutes worth?
I'll just play this the whole time.
Alright, thanks a lot.